All right, so E-Verify. First time I heard the term was reading an article about Desantis in Florida,
Hmm.
and didn't know what it was. Looked into E-Verify. To me, it seemed well. It seemed to me like common sense. You're right,
You're
like
like, why aren't we doing this already? I mean,
yeah. So I was confused. I was like, I thought maybe like this was something that was happening already, and then I looked into it. There was like this chart that had a picture of the U.S. and it showed the states that use E-Verify, the states
right.
that don't, the states that tried it, but I guess it was like blocked or something. And most places aren't using E-Verify.
Yep. The map you're talking about is states that have a state requirement for
Yes,
E-Verify,
yes.
which they're allowed to have. There's no national requirement. Look, just for listeners, E-Verify is online free system run by DHS, so that when you hire somebody, and you have to put in their Social Security Administration Social Security number and stuff when you hire them anyway for withholding taxes and stuff. You also check that against this DHS database and Social Security database. And what they put in is the name, Social Security number, date of birth, which you have to have that. You have to give that to your employer anyway. And what it checks is that number real? Does it match the name and does it match the date of birth? So you could fool it. Like if you're a Chinese spy with, some laboratory making fake IDs or what, yeah, you
Mhm.
can fool it. But if you lock your car door at night, somebody could break in, but you do it anyway because
Mhm.
it's just improved security. That's what E-Verify does. Probably about half of new hires are already screened through E-Verify, but it's voluntary. So that the illegals are mainly obviously in the other half. And so there's been repeated attempts to get E-Verify as a universal labor standard. So it's just done everywhere. And there's even been suggestion it was under the Trump administration, but they didn't end up getting it ready in time, just to have the government doing the E-Verify. So in other words, when you submit the stuff for IRS and Social Security, they will just check it themselves rather than you're having to go and do an extra step
Mhm.
at a different website, which would make it even easier to do. Um, why, like you said, why most people would think, well, obviously, if you submit a fake Social Security number,
Yeah.
they're going to know. Well, no, because even though it's illegal to hire illegal aliens, and that only happened in 1986, before 1986, the law specifically said it was legal to hire illegal aliens. Um, but all it requires is you fill out a paper form. And, the employer winks, you wink. Oh, yeah, oh, here's my ID, and it's like, oh, thank you very much, Mr. Jones. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? E-Verify makes it a lot harder to get away with that. And again, it's not like every illegal alien will immediately no longer be in the workforce because a lot of them do work off the books. But it is the easiest thing to take care of a huge part of the problem and make it less appealing for illegal immigrants to come here in the first place. And in fact, you'll see this in fast food restaurants. If you ever notice, sometimes on the door, there'll be a sticker that says, "We use E-Verify." And the point of that is, Mr. Illegal Immigrant Job Seeker, please go to the Wendy's across the street. We're not
Yeah.
hiring you here. That kind of thing.